the way the program started was it was an idea of our director, who is a small business owner originally and then came to the laboratory as the director. His idea was to develop a technology or technical infrastructure around the laboratory consisting of small businesses in particular, because we already have large businesses that have located here in the local area. The intent is to develop small businesses from our intellectual property at the laboratory, create the expertise outside the gate, increase the ecosystem, being able to depend upon that ecosystem, having our engineers then be part of these companies, replacing those engineers with new blood, so to speak, and enhancing the innovation and capability of the laboratory at the same time. DoD and the Air Force have operating instructions, regulations if you may, that allow the researchers to assist in the commercialization of the technologies that they have, their inventions. The students who have been participants of this activity have been a tremendous motivator to the engineers and likewise to the students themselves. Students have learned what the technologies are in layman's terms. They're able to use their experiences with the engineers to expand the capabilities that the engineers thought of, because they're very focused on warfighter capabilities and satisfying what the warfighter needs are, specifically to the Air Force mission. Whereas the students, not having any relation whatsoever with the Air Force or any kind of warfighter mentality, are able to see and have a different perspective totally on what the inventors have come up with. The Commercialization Academy gives the capability of taking laboratory technology and building it into the community, developing small businesses so that we can continue to be a member of the community. We're supposedly the best kept secret in upstate New York. We may be the best kept secret in the United States. In fact, many of the senior leaders in the Air Force and DoD have said that they don't realize what we have here. We've heard today from entrepreneurs and venture capitalists in the local area in upstate New York, and actually all around New York, that said they didn't realize what was here. And that's really good to hear, because now we're going to get more notoriety from that particular community we've never had any kind of dealings with before. And so the potential for other businesses to come here to the local area and expand the Commercialization Academy objectives to creating small businesses, especially with the students. Because many a parent would love to have their family continue to stay here. It's a common voice from all the young people. There's nothing to do here. There are no jobs, and they go somewhere else. Well, we're going to show them that they're wrong. Listening to the students today was very refreshing. A lot of times what you hear in the local media and the news is that the youth of today. We've all heard it. Everybody hears it. Every generation hears about it. The youth of today has gone. They've gone the wrong way. Listening to these pitches today, listening to how they've taken a very technical, military-related technology and then been able to expand it to something that was never envisioned before was really tremendously heartwarming to see. Their enthusiasm is extremely contagious. It was obvious throughout the room that the people really were leaning forward in their seats and listening to the enthusiasm and the motivation that these students had. I see extreme success in the Academy's objectives. Department of Defense, Small Business Administration, the White House has also noticed, and I envision the future to be that this is going to be a continuous effort. Not only is it going to be a continuous effort, but more than likely it's going to be funded by DoD. That's conjecture only, but they like what they see, they like the cost effectiveness, and they like the results.